Well,
Morning.
I'm
How are you?
today. How are you? How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Thank you so much. And what about you?
I'm pretty well and fit and fine right now. I'm sitting at the home. I just come back from the school where I teach up the students. So right now I'm talking with you. I'm glad.
Are you a teacher?
Yeah. So now we can
Oh,
start first introduction. So it will better for me. I
okay.
hmm.
Okay. And should I start first?
Hmm.
Okay. And my name is Indra. I'm connecting with you from the state of Tamil Nadu. I'm a homemaker. As for my qualification concern, I have done diploma teacher education, BA English as well as B.Ed. I was a teacher. I was a teacher before marriage. But now also I'm a teacher, but I'm teaching online these days. So my hobbies are listening to music and reading books. But these days I hardly ever get time to reading books and read books and listening to music, and I'm fully engaged. And also I love to connect with the people. So those who are interested in language, in this language, I can talk English. I just want to polish my English. I just want to level up my English, upgrade and update myself. That's why I'm here. I'm talking with you. And that's all about my introduction. Yeah. So please go
It's,
ahead.
it's a nice introduction from your side. Let
Okay.
me tell you my introduction. So my name is
Yeah,
Hitesh.
yeah, sure, sure.
Uh,
I'm eager. I'm very excited to hear.
my name is Hitesh. I am from Madhya Pradesh. Or if I talk about my profession, so 2023 I did complete 12. Right now I'm under the education, but as well as I am teacher. I teach in the private sector or a part-time I speak English language in this platform. Or if I talk about my hobbies, so listening song, reading books, or talking with any stranger person, it is also my hobby. Or yeah, that's all about from my side.
Oh, okay, okay. You're speaking so fast. Okay. Do you usually speak your mother tongue this fast? This much fast?
Yeah, not that much fun. I think my mother tongue is the Hindi, but I'm able to be speaking anything in my Hindi, but like as well as I can speak in the English, but not a much because sometimes I get the stress sometimes. Sometimes it's difficult to the all time they speak in English because here is a not environment of with whom I can talk with anybody. So I think maybe like I'm trying to this platform talking with
Okay,
anybody.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. So you're a teacher, right?
Right.
Okay, a school teacher?
You are a, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also a teacher. I'm so excited to connect with you. After hearing that you are also a teacher, and so I'm so happy about it. That Are you teaching school? Are you a school teacher?
Yeah, I'm a school teacher, but if I talk about the at home, so I'm not taking any classes at the home because I could not give the time so much for the student that I can teach up to all times because 10 to 4, 10 to 5 o'clock I have to teach in the school and after come back to the home and try to the talking with anybody, so I could not give the time so much. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, yeah, tell me about when did you start having video conversation? After having video conversation, how do you feel? Do you feel any nervous, embarrassed situation? Did you ever have that embarrassing situation having that while having video conversation with some other
Okay,
someone?
so if I talk about, yeah. So when I did start to talking with anybody by the video call, that time was so nervous or hesitation person because that I was thinking is that like it's not going to be better for me and I'm first that hairs and how I can deal with anybody, how I can talk with anybody in any with any topic. But topic is very difficult for me. So that I was thinking the like this. But like when I did start to connect with anybody like a 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. So that time I realized that okay, it's not difficult for me, and I should give this practice, and I should try to talking with anybody. So there I will be something change, or as well as there I will be something changes like confidence, or as well as I will be try to speaking anything there. So after completed like the 4 and 5 conversation with anybody by the video call, and then I did remove anything problems. Right now I'm talking with you. You can see the what is my confidence and what is my like speaking.
Okay, okay. Yeah, good, good. And also, how many conversation do you have every day?
Okay,
Video
okay.
conversation.
If it, every day, you're talking about every day. So it's not like a fixed, like whenever I get the chance, I just connect with any stranger person or as well as same person. But like when I get the more time, so that time I connected like 5%, 4%. This kind of I do the conversation. But mostly I try to connect with anybody by the audio call because I have not much internet so that I can spend or talking with anybody by the video call. It's very uh, impossible for me in my side, in my background because there is a something is network issue or as well as I have not the internet. But sometimes I try to connect with anybody by the video call like you or another person. That time I
Okay.
because both is the perfect for me. It's very benefit for me because when I try the both, it will be better for me.
Okay. Okay. So what about your schooling? So what about your background?
School background, you're talking about like there is a student is able to speak
Medium,
English.
medium, medium. Which medium do you belong?
Okay,
Do you
my
belong
Hindi medium background, Hindi medium background. There is no
in
one
the
is
medium?
speaking English.
Okay.
Every teacher, every student is speaking only Hindi. But there I used only English, talking with the student, talking with the teacher. But not the much time. Sometime I have to the speaking Hindi because they could not understand everything. But yeah, when it comes to like talking about some presentation or talking about stories or like motivating something, so that time I use this language or some words as well as.
Okay. So in order to learning and in order to improving yourself, what are the things you're doing every day? Additionally, apart from this, apart from having the conversation, so what are the things you're doing?
Not much thing I can say that I'm trying to listening some particular videos like talking about the podcast or as well as talking about the other person, success person is the behind the story, what they did or whatever they did, how I can consume that things or as well as like how I can consume of the so much knowledge from the other person. Because when I try to the watching the some podcast, so there's very benefit for me that videos because why because like when we watch any podcast then we can see that some person is the much educated or much knowledgeable than us, so I think maybe like we should start to connect, we should start to listen that videos, it is a better for us, we can consume the everything whatever happening in this world in this planet, this kind
Mm-hmm.
of practice. Or if I talk about the grammar, so I'm not trying to the learning any grammar because when I was a beginner, so that time I did everything. So I think I don't need to learning nowadays the grammar because I'm able to the like you can do. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been learning this language? How long have you been practicing your English?
Okay. So I have been practicing English in the from the 8 months, but before 8 months I was not able to do anything like the total zero. We call it because whatever I did actually my 12th or as well as I'm doing the graduation, so everything I'm doing the Hindi medium background. So there is no one is able to speak English or there is no involvement of the English. So I think I have to speak with an English platforms or as well as try to the myself how I can speak or how I can bring the involvement of the myself. So this
No.
too I do.
Okay, okay. So, okay, and then do you have any question for me?
Yes, of course I want to ask you because like it's from the starting you are asking the something question for me, but now I want to.
Yeah.
So let's just tell me, like you told me that before marriage, you did teach in the private sector, right?
Yes,
How
yes.
was your experience there? Can you please tell me because I am also teacher nowadays.
So I was
You will,
actually teaching was my childhood aspiration. So that is why I found my calling was a teacher. Okay, that is why. So I found it was a great opportunity, and I was very happy about it because I never took leave. I never took leave while I was working in the school because I found it was interesting for me, and every day I was enjoying teaching and also like while interacting with my students, I was very happy about it because I enjoyed, because when you enjoyed doing something you will never ever bored about it. You feel like you feel more and more interesting, right? So that is why it was a great experience for me because I found my calling is teaching. So like whenever I enter the classroom I feel like I'm a something, I'm very special. Whenever I enter the classroom I feel I'm very something, I'm very special person in front of the in front of my students. And then so I do I want to give my best 100% all the time, whether it is online or offline. Even now I'm teaching, but I personally feel that okay, if you teach something to someone, like they should understand everything clearly. So I just want to make sure that, because everybody can be a teacher, I just want to be the best teacher. Yeah. So that is that's what I choose, like I have chosen teaching field. Yeah.
Okay, and what do you think the nowadays? Like you want to teach of the students who can just try to speaking this language. And I think I heard that like you told me that like you are taking something online classes, right?
Yeah.
Is right?
So I teach English.
Okay, you there you teach of the English.
Yeah.
So how many
English.
students? How many students do you teach in the online?
So nearly 13 right now.
Okay, 13
One
students.
three, one three. Yeah. 1 3 students I have.
One three 30.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it because after becoming a homemaker, I resigned my job. Okay, so I resigned my job, but as I mentioned you that before, teaching is my passion. So now
Yeah.
also I'm teaching. Now also I'm teaching. The mode is online mode, but it doesn't matter whether it is online or offline. Like I feel very happy about it. Now also I'm following passion. So that is why I'm more content.
Okay, so which time do you teach or what do you teach nowadays? Like grammar, vocabularies, or speaking part?
So it's
What part?
based on it based on the student's need.
Okay, whatever they need, they're just asking you. Like
Yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah.
grammar, vocabularies,
Because
or
yeah,
speaking.
yeah. I like before that I mentioned everything to them. Feel free about the class. So your need, you tell me the needs of you. Okay, I'm teaching adults. Adults. That's why I teach them, and I before that I encourage them to tell their doubts and also like needs, wants, everything. Yeah.
Which class? Yeah, I know which class.
Which class? I'm teaching adults, not school students.
No, I'm talking
Working
about the
professional.
student.
Working
Like you taking
professional.
the working professional. I'm you taking the online classes. So there is a student. I'm talking about that student. Which class they study?
Sorry, I'm not catching you. I don't catch your points clearly.
I'm telling you that you are taking the something online classes, right?
Yeah.
There is a student. There is a student like the 8 classes or like 10 classes.
Okay, okay. You're talking about group classes or one, one classes, right? One on one. So I'm teaching. I'm take caring everyone individual.
Okay.
So I'm giving individual care to everyone. I don't give preference to teach group classes. I just want to I am giving individual care to everyone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about your online classes? You wanted the more progressing in your online classes, like you wanted the more student who can like just join
No,
your
my intention is not my
class.
intention is not having more students, and my intention is not having more earning more money from that. My intention is I just want to be a teacher, and now I'm a teacher. I'm so elated. I'm so elated. That's enough. That's more than enough for me. Yeah, because I'm, every day I meet and I teach one by one. So that is why, and also I'm a homemaker. Okay. On the other hand, I'm a homemaker. That's why simultaneously I'm, I'm teaching, and also I'm, I'm focusing on my household chores. So I'm balancing both. That's why this is more than enough. I don't have any more students. I don't expect that. I don't expect that. This is okay. This is okay.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
let's come
hmm.
back to your like before marriage, like talking about again your teaching. Like what did you teach that time? Like English or other hand like another subject?
So same, like before also I was teaching English. I was teaching English.
So that time you was able to speak English or like only just the grammar or
Actually, from there only I started speaking. From that school only I started speaking. Okay, and I had that exposure to speak English, and I made up my mind there from that school. So while I was working in the school, I made up my mind, and I committed myself to speak this language because it was a matriculation school, and but speaking English was not mandatory. Was mandatory then. But I made up my mind. I committed myself. And why should we use this? And why should we utilize this opportunity? From there, I started having. I started talking with my students, and I made my students understand English. I made my students speak English. But after marriage, I quit the job. Here, I don't have that any like speaking ambience. Okay, so that is why I really wanted to connect with the people, those who are interested this language. Because if you don't keep in touch with this language, you will definitely forget everything. Your mind will forget everything. So it's very important to keep in touch with this language. That is the reason. That is the main reason I started having conversation. I started, keeping touch with the people. Now I just want to polish my English. I just want to level up my English. So that's it.
okay. So that time you did use any platforms talking about online classes or offline
So
classes?
because it was 2011, when I started my journey, when I was a beginner, it was 2011. So now opportunities, like opportunities are prevalent. You can easily connect with anyone. But when I started my journey, it was very difficult. It was very difficult. So I myself put effort, like by reading books, and because all the subject were in English only. Okay, that's why I took that as a greatest opportunity, and so that's what happened in my case. Now it is very easy. It is piece of cake for everyone. Like I don't know who you are. You also don't know who I am. But we both are connected in order to improving and in order to upgrading our English, right? Okay.
Because
So,
when we interact with
hmm,
any intelligent person, there we can know the each other or as well as then we can know the talking about the place, talking about English journey, talking about anything, whatever we want from the other person.
yeah,
That we connect with the any person, so we need is that taking something knowledge or as well as taking something experience from the other person. Like you have something experience about the like your teaching trading, so I can learn something from you because I'm nowadays
exactly.
teaching.
Exactly. We both are exchanging our knowledge, ideas, everything, thoughts, everything. So it's a great, it's a great opportunity. So we have, if we ready to make it useful, we can use 100 percentage.
Or tell me about your society. If someone is able to speak English who just try talking with you or
No,
not.
here, no way at all. And also I can't blame them as well, because in India it's like we can't expect anyone to speak this language, because
Mm.
everybody is comfortable to speak this language, like our mother tongue. So even the people are struggling to speak English, right? Even the people who started their journey from 6 months or 1 year are still struggling due to lack of practice, because we don't have that speaking ambience. Yeah, speaking environment, I would say. Okay, so yeah.
So now tell me about your YouTube channels. How is going your channels and like did you get
Actually,
any feedback or
okay, there are yeah, I tell you, I'm like 1 year ago, during COVID time, I started YouTube channel, but I did not upload properly due to lack of practice, and also due to lack of motivation. I stopped uploading videos. During lockdown period, I started my channel, and so individual videos I uploaded, daily usage video, daily usage sentences videos I uploaded. Then after 10 days, I stopped uploading, and after that, what happened? Last December, I started having video conversation. So before that, I didn't even know anything about this platform, and I started having video conversation, and I was elated. I was elated while having the conversation with the people, and I feel very proud about myself. Then I felt very proud about myself while having the conversation, and also literally I could see the confidence in me while having the conversation with someone. So that is why I started uploading that video from last year, December 2023, December onwards I started. But you know what, I'm not consistent. Most of the time I promise to myself, oh, okay, this time we should be confident, like we should be consistent. We should be consistent. I promised myself many times, but I give up. Some days I give up due to the circumstances. I give up. But from today I decided, from today on I made up my mind. Okay, anyhow, at least 20 minutes, so there are lots and lots of people are available. Why shouldn't we miss that opportunity? And yeah, that's why today luckily I connected with you. Thank you so much for connecting with you. Okay. And yeah, tell me, like, what is your goal? My last question is, uh, so what is your goal after learning? Uh, so when it comes to learning this language, what is your aim?
So my aim is that become a teacher first because right now I'm teaching in the private sector, but I wanted to become the government teacher, or as well as I want to teach of the that student who is not able to pay the money something anywhere for speaking this language. Because nowadays we can see that some people some students very poor conditions. So I want to see some that students who are not able to pay any money. So I just want to tell them you can just join my classes and there you can speak this language, or as well as you can be educated, or as well as you can be communicated person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my aim.
Okay. So, okay. And I feel it's a nice conversation. Thank you so much for connecting with me. And so
Thank you, thank you,
you also, I hope you also feel the same. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Okay. Bye. Take care.